It's about that time. Welcome back, you deplorables, to the Angry Nation podcast. And we've got a fine representation of deplorables on the screen tonight. It's been a while. We got Mr. Bob Toombs himself, the man. He's like the Wizard of Oz for mountain readiness.
In the flesh. What's happening, y'all?
Right.
Y'all jive turkeys.
Eventually, Sue will stumble in. You guys know how he is. But we do have Russ filling in too, so we got Russ in here with us tonight. So
absolutely, and I'll make that announcement, Chris. Guys, Angry American Nation podcast is now streaming over on Kick as well. So go to Angry_American and join us over there on Kick. We get a little less censored over there.
Yeah, we will get
as well.
Man,
last week YouTube kicked us off, so it's nice to have options. Nice. Oh yeah, they kicked us off.
What for? What got you to hit?
We believe it was a video of Rosin running a range, and he did a mag change.
Yep. That's what it was.
That was definitely it.
I appealed it, and they told me to go fuck off. So,
there's another hit.
Oh,
thanks a lot.
We're after the 1 minute, so
I don't give it. Good enough. Fuck them. I don't care. We're 2 minutes in. They can kiss my ass. Sue, how you doing, brother?
Looking good.
Yeah, I heard about last week. That was matter of fact. As soon as I heard about that, I sent I sent a video of the guy who does lost weapons or weapons people forgot about.
Yeah.
The guy pulled a folding shotgun from behind his back, put it together, and aimed it at the camera. Now he never gets taken off there. What the hell? I think they don't like you, Chris. That's what it is.
Well, I know they don't like me. Fuck, that's not even a secret. Shit, that's a given. So, you gonna make it out to Fallout, Sue? You gonna be there?
I hope to. I don't know. I'll let you know in the next couple days.
I
have a job opportunity. I hope it works out.
Well, I don't know. Well, I hope that works out for you too, man. I got my business fell into an opportunity today too. That's gonna, I hope, sounds like expand it dramatically and rapidly. So we can now, Raymond. We're not giving away cigars tonight, just for me. So you guys can watch.
But and I got to reach back out to him as well to double check. But he is going to be joining us at CamCon.
Yeah.
He's going to come up and join us at CamCon, and you might see him at a future mountain readiness event. So
that's right.
Speaking of expanding, talked with Chris just a little bit earlier. For all y'all people in the western areas of the United States, we are going to be doing Mountain Readiness West, hosted by Tactical Wisdom in Montana.
Joe Dolio himself.
So that's going to be I think it's the third weekend of the month of July. So going to be awesome. Hitting all them different points on the United States, expanding those areas.
And there's more to come on that. There's more to come.
More to come. We're going to keep putting dots on the map.
That's right.
And that means I'll get to go see my grandkids.
There you go. Without 4 foot of snow on the ground.
Absolutely.
Well, it is Montana. You never know. I mean, Wyoming, I know, has had snow every month of the year, at some point or another.
Yeah, we snowed on the 4th of July. One of those summers we were up there.
Patrick, it's Angry_American, bro, on Kick. That's how you get there.
They're filling up over there.
That's one state I don't have an ex-wife in yet.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you join us in July? See if we can fix that problem.
All right, I will do that. I don't know.
Hell yeah. So earlier, T, did you look up that thing I told you about?
I did, and it looks like this is the third. There's been 2 before it, and I'm not saying it's aliens, but maybe it's aliens.
Look, so if you guys don't know, I'm going to bring this up because the news really ain't talking about it, and I've been doing a lot of research on this thing. So there's an interstellar body called 3AI Atlas. 3 standing for the third interstellar body to ever enter our solar system, which means this thing's coming from outside our solar system. A means for the observatory that found it, and then I means interstellar. And this thing, they're still arguing about the size of it. I've heard ranges from 5 kilometers wide to 20 kilometers wide. But the first 2 objects that pass through, the solar system's like a disk. It's like a flat disk, and they kind of drop through like this. Well, this one's coming in exactly on the elliptical plane that matches the orbit of the planets around the sun. And what they say is the odds of that are so incredibly small that it can't be by accident. Because of the route that it's going to take through our solar system, it's going to be able to look at every planet in here before it leaves. And it doesn't behave like a comet. It doesn't behave like an asteroid. And if you listen to Avi Loeb, a physicist, he claims with certainty that it is not a natural object, that it is artificially created. So that should be interesting. It's actually already in the solar system, I believe, and in October, it'll be passing behind the sun. We won't be able to see it for a while, which is a little disturbing. It's bothering some of the physicists and stuff that it's going to be behind the sun, and that would be an interesting time for it to change direction if it did. So, but there's too many things working exactly perfect for that thing to enter the solar system on the path the path it's going to take and leave. So something to keep an eye on. I would be looking that one up if you haven't been paying attention to it. Welcome our incoming alien overlords.
I mean, why not? How bad can it be compared to what we've already been doing in the world?
Well, it's getting sporty out there. We got Marines off the coast of Venezuela.
Maduro. 19 different states now for deployed. That's what I was just reading today. Did you see that?
19 states, deploying the Guard?
Yeah.
Really? I did not see that.
I was seeing that 19 states, and then, of course, we had just had this shooting in Minneapolis that just kicked off. Another
Catholic school.
And it was another transmission terrorist,
Yes, it was. I saw that as well. Just so happened. Like, is it that they're that sick? That's what happens when you start doing all these hormones? I don't know. Maybe that's what the problem is.
Did you see the pictures of the weapons and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I did not.
Well, look at the mayor of Minneapolis there, Fry. I don't know if you guys caught his news commentary after the shooting, but he basically attacked the citizenry of Minneapolis, saying, "Do not subjugate or do not ostracize the trans community in this city." We're talking about less than 1% of 1% of the most unstable people on earth, for God's sakes. And that's that.
Mm-hmm.
Who votes these mayors into their city? Minneapolis, you're a bunch of friggin' idiots. Oh
yeah. Well, that's where Tim Walz comes from.
Yeah. For many years standing, Minneapolis was right up there at the top of being idiots.
Yeah. Well, not to mention Minneapolis is Somalia East. Or West, excuse me, Somalia West. So it's packed full of them.
I was actually up in Minneapolis right after all the rioting crap, or they were actually still going. But of course, I was, in the daytime. You ever seen the movie The Omega Man, Charlton Heston?
Yeah.
In the day, he's cruising around in his vet. Split rental vet, just, all over the city. Nobody's around. And then at night, everything goes sideways. Mm-hmm. Same thing while I was there in Minneapolis. Through the day, I never knew you could make it through Minneapolis in record time. There was literally no one. It was a ghost town all day long. As soon as night hit, boy, the torches came out. It was insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like the movie Purge during the day. It's all right. As soon as dark shows up.
Yeah, and like Diana just said over in chat, the mayor said he didn't want to hear our thoughts and prayers, yet he was one of the first to kneel before the golden coffin of George Floyd.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the freaking bunch of hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they idolize the criminals. You know, and that judge, I forget which city she was in, but that judge that there's an illegal in the courtroom and ICE was outside waiting, and she went and distracted the agents while some of her staff spirited the guy out the back door. She has been arrested by the feds. She was arrested by the FBI today, I think, and she will be facing a trial over that action. So that's sending a pretty clear message, because if they would drop those charges, that would have greenlit every judge in the country to do the same crap, you know. And once the judicial branch of government is compromised, I mean, then you're really done. I mean, you know, and it has been, it is. I mean, we've been in Banana Republic territory for quite some time now.
I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I'm getting kind of bored of the same old every single day. I hope it's aliens. Like, I hope it's aliens and they just roll on in. I'm ready for something different, to be completely honest. Let's just kick off some alien invasion, because we already have, you know, the borders of the invasions, Canada, everybody coming in through Canada, all these crazy things going on, Minneapolis, people shoot. Let's have aliens. I'm ready for aliens. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, did the Guard activate in Illinois? Did they send the Guard into Chicago? Because they were talking about that, and that Chicago mayor was all mad about it.
Yeah, not yet that I know of, but the D.C. mayor came out today and was like, you know, we really appreciate that we're here. Crime's now down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no shit.
Yeah, but that's not how her tune started when they first showed up. It was, you know, oh, he's being authoritarian, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know, and Ann was saying there was no crime problem in D.C. But reporters would go around and talk to people on the street, and they'd be like, hell yeah, there's a crime problem in D.C., you know? And then after the Guard's been there a week, everybody's like, look at this. This is amazing. You can walk around. No one's accosting you. No one's, you know, being mugged. You're not being pistol whipped and robbed. That's all the kind of stuff that was happening in D.C. And the Guard put a stop to that shit.
Absolutely.
And they need to do it in more places.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what states it is that they've deployed to. What states? Let's see.
So West Virginia,
and we know California.
If you're any kind of a man, you don't have to worry about D.C. I've been up there several times after dark, and usually the ones that are trying to steal wallets or accost people, say, give me your money and everything, they're little skinny arm flip boys, and just slap the shit out of them. Get them out of your way, and they'll go to another subway stop.
Well, if you don't look like a victim, you generally won't be a victim. If you don't walk around looking like one, you won't be one. So.
Exactly. Walk like you own the place. Walk around like you own the place. That's what I did back in the 90s when I was up there, walking down Georgia Avenue. A white boy in that neighborhood kind of stands out a little bit.
I can't remember where I went the last time I was in D.C. The only thing I really remember is I wanted to go into the Smithsonian, but I had a knife on me. I didn't know they had metal detectors at the Smithsonian. I was like, fuck. So I went to a planter outside and buried it and went into the Smithsonian, did the tour, came back out, dug my knife out of the planter and put it back in my pocket.
Perfect. Where there's a will, there's a way. Actually, I was watching a video of New York, and they have, of course, the media is keeping all this on the hush hush too, but all the Muslim get together and gatherings and protests that they're having in New York right now. Like, I thought it was a video of Afghanistan, but it was New York.
Yeah. There's also one in Michigan recently where the guy there said that that the West must fall. Like, that's their goal. He's standing in Michigan talking about how the West must fall and Sharia law must be implemented and all this other shit. Austria just acknowledged Sharia law. I don't know if you guys heard that.
I did.
Austria just acknowledged Sharia. And that is the West falling right there. That's the West dying, you know?
Absolutely. Yep. One more reason for aliens to come on down and invade. Maybe the aliens are just up there. They're not invading. They're like, you know what? It ain't worth it. They'll turn around here soon and leave.
Well, it doesn't even have to be the aliens. Let's go back to DC. Well, if we really wanted to do it, we'd take this podcast up to the Smithsonian museums up in DC. Do you know in the Smithsonian's now they have exhibits on the George Floyd riots and everything else we've been talking about. and it's just flat insurgency in the Smithsonian, which our taxpayers, our tax-paying dollars go for. This is supposed to be a museum for the public, either world history or the country, the history of the United States. Let's just go and do this podcast from the Smithsonian and show the people what's really in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe that. I didn't know that was in there. That's disturbing,
Well, that's what we're talking about on the fourth level of government. It's all these idiots that we don't vote for that are really running this behind the shadows in the government. I don't think the current administration's they don't have the time to clean these people up. These people, they all need to be fired, and we need to start over with people who actually give a crap about the U.S. Constitution. That's my opinion, but I mean, there's a lot of government jobs up there where these people have no business collecting a paycheck from the hardworking taxpayers of this country.
Oh yeah, you can thin the bureaucrat herd out in a hurry. I mean, they're just a waste of space, a waste of dollars. Yeah, there was an executive order making them go away. Good. I'm glad they did that, making the woke displays go away. That needs to happen. They also have a 90s museum, too. It isn't cool. Come on, how can a 90s museum not be cool? I'm a product of the 90s. I love the 90s.
That's right. 90s were awesome, man. Me
and Mel got married in 1990.
I mean, that's when Welcome to the Jungle come out. Had to listen to that. That was
that's
good.
Right.
That was good years, man.
Bon Jovi,
Terminator,
Roses, yeah,
Terminator came out. I mean, those are good years right there. I miss those times. Those were. I hate to say that, because it makes me feel really old that I'm that guy now. I'm like, man, that was those times.
That was back in the day when you could scream La Migra and make people run. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting back to those days. But I remember the raids that would happen. Did you see, like, the feds went into a New York courthouse today and raided a courthouse, grabbing up illegals, like
no
just
kidding. Wow.
Scooping them up. Yeah, they hit a shopping mall. I can't remember. I want to say Chicago, but I'm not sure if it's Chicago. But they arrested 2,400 illegals out of the shopping mall.
So are they actually getting them out of the country though? That's
they
what
are.
I want to know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're getting them out. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I went on USA Jobs and I actually applied for ICE agent for being one of those guys who would just go around and bust them heads of those little beaner bastards. And within 4 days they came back and said no, you're not eligible for this job. Well, I called up a guy that I used to work with in the FBI, and he said, well, what's the job title? And I gave him the last two numbers. And he said, I hate to tell you this, LaRue, but 10 and 13 are people who carry guns, and you're over the age of 57. The federal government doesn't like to hire anybody over the age of 57. Well, the next day, Emery comes into the house, and I'm sitting there crying and moaning to Emery and Troy, and Christy Nome gets on there, and she goes, I'm lifting the caps to there's no more age limits on these ICE agents.
Oh, really?
They never called me back. I think I've already been kicked out.
You've been blackballed already.
Yeah. I don't know.
They saw that picture of you in the loincloth.
They're like, this guy. No.
Yeah.
I'll do that job with just a baton. I don't care. I don't need a gun. I don't need a gun. I'll do it without a gun.
Use a lariat. That's all you need is a lariat. Because they're going to run,
They have a
Huh?
They have a picture of Sue behind a piece of glass that says they have a picture of Sue up there in USA Jobs that says break only in case of shit hitting the fan.
Only in emergency. Yeah. I would really like to see Sue though with like the Bobby hat and the Billy Club. Like that would be perfect. Just whooping illegals. That would be awesome. You should get that job, Sue. You deserve it.
He really should.
Why can't you reapply?
I don't know. I don't see why I have to beg for a job.
Yeah.
Well, in the defense, like most elderly individuals, Sue, can't handle a job like that as much anymore. You are the exception to the rule.
Oh yeah.
So
like I said, you can sue a lariat and a sap. That's all you need. Just a lariat and a sap.
That'd be great.
Just behind the ear a couple times, either side of the head, once or twice on either side of the head. Puts them to
Just like
sleep.
that shooting. I was watching the aftermath of that shooting in Minneapolis today, and most of the people wear the vest that said sheriff or Metro Police. I'll do a PT test against any of those fat asses up there any day. I can do the job better than they can. No wonder Minneapolis is such a hellhole. I mean, every one of those guys look like the before shot of a Jenny Craig commercial, and they're wearing badges.
Yeah. Yep. What the hell is all that? I don't know what that is. Kelly over there said the ICE arrested an illegal outside the Asheville courthouse, and the sheriff said he was concerned about it affecting public safety. So in other words, he's acknowledging that this is going to cause the little bastards to riot, and we're not going to stop them. Yes, there's going to be a book 13.
I just threw that on there. Well, I mean,
smart ass.
This guy, he said, I'm convinced there's no book 13. I was like, yep, no book 13. That's it.
Yeah, it's coming. It is coming. I saw it when it came by. I saw Mitch's comment. I just ignored it. So.
Right.
Well, that's why Santa Claus's bag is so big. You know, that sack, he's got a huge, you know why Santa Claus has a huge sack?
Why is that?
He only comes once a year.
Why did you have to ask? Why'd you have to ask, Chris?
Oh, because I wanted to, because I knew it would be spectacular.
He's not getting kicked off because I stole that job from YouTube, or that joke from YouTube.
That is a really good one. That is a really good one.
Yeah, so if they kick us off for that one, then I guess they just don't like Chris Weatherman.
They don't like me. I know that now. I mean, yeah.
That is definitely what it is. That is what it is.
Holy crap.
Cow.
Yeah, but watching the deployments to Venezuela is getting interesting. We deployed 4,000 Marines, a couple destroyers, I think a Marine and amphib. Are they on an amphib or are they on their little carriers? Sue, do you know which one they sent down there?
No, I do not. I don't know what they sent down there.
They got 4,000 Marines down there. I got to imagine they've got one of their little carriers down there with all the attack helicopters and shit, the Cobras and whatnot. But Maduro mobilized.
They have 4 destroyers. I know that.
Yeah, and a sub.
Yeah.
And a sub, an attack sub. So Maduro sent 15,000 troops out to various places, and Russia's trying to send drones to him. And he mobilized drones, he said. Who knows what kind of drones they got. Yes, finest T-move drones. Exactly, Patrick. So it's interesting to see what's happening there because, Trump's got a $50 million bounty on Maduro.
Wow.
For anybody who bring him in.
Wow, what y'all doing next week?
Hey, Sue, you want a job?
Hey, Sue, you want a job? Huh? $50 million, man. You buy a lot of stuff with $50 million now.
Yeah, but I have to start a GoFundMe page so I can get bus money to go to Venezuela.
Hey, look, I'll get you there. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You just go ahead and sign up. I mean, they already want you in France. Why not Venezuela? Let's just.
I just got to feel. I'm just wondering, is this going to be? Is it going to be Grenada all over again?
I hope not. Grenada. That was one big shit show.
I just watched.
That was a huge shit show. And I forget. I know a guy. Through somebody else that he was the one that slapped the cuffs on Noriega. He was that one that actually cuffed him up, put him on the bird, took him out. But we've had a little more practice since then. I think we're better at it now. We've been toppling countries for decades since then.
Yeah.
Just as long as we don't stay there and try to do nation building, we'll be all right. America sucks at nation building. We do. We have no business trying to tell other people how to run a government or to establish elections or anything else. So we just need to stay out of that business.
Yeah, go in and roll up Maduro and whoever the hell his number 2 through 10 are, roll them fuckers up, take them out, and then just look at Venezuela and say, all right, it's yours now. Do what you do. We got rid of your pain in the ass. Now you guys figure it out.
Sue was mentioning, getting bus money to head down there. I watched the movie Sniper with Tom Berenger last night, and I remember how in that movie he infills on the train. I can see Sue doing that.
Riding the train all the way from Texas down to Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have to be on the not anymore. I was gonna say he'd have to be on the bottom of it because the top of it's covered in migrants trying to get into El Norte up here. But so you'd have to be on the bottom of the train. But the top's clear now. Nobody's coming north, so they all gave that shit up.
Yeah, it's amazing how just the attitude. I mean, I don't think Congress passed one law about the border. Of course, the big beautiful bill gave them the funding, but what most people don't realize, I don't know if our viewers do or not, but that big beautiful bill that doesn't kick in until after October. So,
right.
Look at. I know everybody's getting frustrated and saying this administration things aren't moving fast enough for this administration, but remember the way the fiscal budget works in the Congress is. All those agencies won't start getting this money until after October 1st. So look for big changes this fall and right around Christmas. Yep. That's just the way government works in this country.
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens with it. I know they took the tax stamp to 0. So now you still have to get an NFA tax stamp for, suppressors, SPRs, full orders, whatever. But now it's $0. Don't cost you nothing. The Democrats wanted to make it $4,000.
Yep.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Good grief, man.
Yep. To bring it up to inflation standards. I believe that's the way they put it.
However,
or something along that line.
That becomes a if you do that becomes a what's the word for it? It's a burdensome tax, unnecessarily high. There's a term for it. Which the Constitution explicitly forbids. You can't create like a usury tax that is so burdensomely high that no one can afford to pay it, which is what they were trying to do. That's how they were trying to get all the NFA items, so people can't afford them.
Well, I did a little bit of research on that myself during that whole thing, and here's something I didn't know. You know why suppressors are on the NFA list, and you have to have a tax stamp on them? Compared to Europe, where you can drive truckloads of them around in the back of a truck and nobody cares. They're just considered
it's illegal to hunt without a suppressor.
Yeah.
If you don't have a suppressor on your rifle, you get fined.
You know what started it here in the United States was the Great Depression. We brought this up before, how the whitetail and the muletail or the muley deer population was almost wiped out.
Yep.
Well, all these good old boys were making suppressors in their metal shops, and going out there and killing the deer during the Depression, and the game wardens got upset about it. So Congress put suppressors on the National Firearms Act.
No shit.
I had no idea. It was poaching. Was the reason suppressors are so hard to get in this country now.
I had no idea. That's fucking bananas. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like you say, to your point, white-tailed deer were nearly extirpated east of the Mississippi. Like they didn't exist hardly. They had been hunted so hard, there were hardly any left.
Yep.
Well, I mean, at least I can save a couple $100 when I grab another can, but still.
Well, I've got 2 that I'm trying to pick up. And the way it works now is you create a user account with the ATF. You got a username and a PIN number.
Yep.
And you go to the kiosk at the dealer and you log in and they handle it from there. Well, I got 2, no problem. Went to get 2 more, said my PIN number was bad. So we go on the website right there in the stop, go on the website, change my PIN number. PIN number doesn't match. We did it 3 times. PIN number, and I've been working on this now for like 2 months, constantly changing the PIN number, sending them a new one, say, try this one. and it says pin number doesn't match. So I have to call the help desk, and I was told to have 8 hours of free time on my hands, and I do it because they're like, that's probably how long it's going to take you to get through.
See, I messed up too. I couldn't remember my password or something the last time I was in there to get my little. I was wanting one of them little 22 dead air cans, for the 22, and that turned into a complete shit show right there. And so now you're telling me this, and so I guess I won't be getting that anytime soon then, because I'm not dealing with that.
I got a little FNH 22 can that's really nice. It's my armadillo weapon. It's my preferred weapon for hunting armadillos around here.
That's good fun, man. That's good fun. We shoot them out in Missouri. Like it's like Sonic the Hedgehog, dude. Like you shoot that thing and it pops up in the air like 8 feet.
Well, if you're ever level with one and you shoot it with something sizable, more than a 22, say 9mm 45, something like that, you'll actually be able to see daylight all the way through that critter for a second before he starts his acrobats. You'll be able to see straight through it. I've seen it, and it's like it's crazy. Yeah.
We used to shoot them. We used to shoot them all the time. And they make this high pitched squeal and then fly up in the air, man. Curl up in a ball, go rolling across the ground. It's entertaining. Like what else?
It's entertaining.
What else are you gonna do out in the middle of nowhere?
Well, I only shoot them because they root up my yard. You root up my yard so bad. What'd you say, Russ?
Oh yeah.
I said, hey. Back then, that's what we did, and it kept us out of trouble.
Well, I'm hoping, I got an airsoft field nearby that's having a hog problem, and I've offered my services to go out there one evening. We'll set up a feeder and go back a couple nights later and set up on them and just blast all the hogs.
Yeah, them suckers used to get in Missouri, because Southern Missouri has armadillos, and we'd have to fence in all of our garden area. And now and again, they would dig up underneath that thing, get in there. They go for the roots too, of the plants. Yep. They will destroy every single plant in that garden overnight. They just kill everything by the roots. So, that was, free hunting on them, everyone you could.
Yeah, I saw that, Russ. No whining. No, I haven't eaten one yet. I'm not going to say I won't eat one. I haven't been hungry enough yet.
I'm saying I won't.
I'm calling bullshit. You ain't been hungry enough. Well, actually, you probably have.
I've been pretty hungry.
You probably have been.
I'm gonna pass. Like, there's something about getting the bubonic plague and shit that I'm just not into. Like, you know what's worse than dying of starvation? Dying of the bubonic plague. All right, that's
while you're starving to death.
While you're starving, you get the bubonic plague. So if the world has come to the point that armadillo meat is the only thing left, we're in a sad state. Like there is always something better to eat than an armadillo.
Yeah, if up armored possum is the only thing on the menu, we're in dire straits now.
Rabbit, squirrel. I mean, plant life. I mean, there's plenty out there. Like armadillo is not on my game meat. No.
I hear banana slugs are lovely.
I haven't tried it either. I would hazard a guess if you took it like a raccoon or a possum or like an armadillo, take them and feed them out. Maybe, but I ain't willing to try it.
No whining. Yes, they are edible. Texas has a festival every year where they eat the shit out of them. Possum on a half shell, call it what you want, but
I've had possum, I've had raccoon, I've had rattlesnake, I've ate a lot of weird things, but that one there, it doesn't even look tasty.
No,
like looking at that thing like an up armored possum is what that thing is. It's an up armored possum. I look at that, I'm like, that's not edible. That's like chewing on an M-wrap.
You're chewing on an M-wrap. Sue, are you a possum eater?
I have had possum. I did not like it. I ate it. I was hungry.
Yeah.
In seer training, and I like you guys. I haven't had armadillo yet. I've had plenty of chances to have armadillo, but I just never put it in my mouth. But I haven't eaten toad either because I've seen buzzards spit out toad. So if a buzzard isn't going to eat a toad, I'm not going to.
I've seen buzzards spit out a toad.
That's a good point right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good point. If animals ain't eating it, then it's not for me. I thought possum was like greasy. Raccoon was. I mean, it was just super greasy. I don't know if
Raccoon's greasy as shit. Yeah,
but it was nasty greasy. I mean, bear is too, but nothing like the raccoon and possum was.
Yeah, possum.
Yeah.
Possum's like that big piece of fat you get at the end of a cheap steak.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't like it.
And it coats the inside of your mouth for the next 5 hours. Like,
oh God, oh Jesus, the fat just
you can still taste it. I don't care. There ain't a toothpaste out there that can take that taste.
There ain't a toothpaste out there.
Pat.
Kelly Mercer. Kelly over there. Cat is good eating. Dog makes a fine meal, you know?
Right?
That's too funny. Oh, hey, something I wanted to mention. I got a product that hopefully we're going to be debuting at Fallout. It's going to be pretty freaking cool. I don't have prices or anything yet. This is being designed with AI. AI is being used to put it together. But essentially what it's going to be is a drive that you'll be able to buy, and it will be an offline internet. Like, if you wanted to know what oil filter you needed for a 67 Camaro, you can connect this to your tablet or laptop and type that in and it'll tell you. Or if you want to know how to skin a deer or the best way to cook a raccoon or anything, like it will all be there. It will also be updatable so that while things are normal, you know, once a month or so, you can plug this thing in and update it and have all the new information that's there too. So it's essentially an offline internet. And it's being worked on right now by some pretty smart guys. I got some friends that are real big into crypto mining. Like their crypto mine right now, their mines, there's multiple of them, but they're consuming 45 megawatts of power at their locations right now. The crypto mining is the thing that's putting the strain on our power grid in a big way. Their goal is to get to 100 million megawatts of servers, because they rate this based on power consumption now, not storage capacity. Because there's companies out there that are buying that are paying $4 million a megawatt for the servers. So they're looking at a profit of making $400 million if they sell the whole thing when they're done with it. But can you imagine 100?
I like that idea of having an internet you can basically carry in your back pocket, because you talk about crypto mining putting a huge burden on our infrastructure. Wait till AI starts showing up. This artificial intelligence.
These 1,000 acre.
I'm not excited like everybody else is about artificial intelligence.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm nervous as shit about it, Sue.
I know the guys, we've seen it already, just on YouTube, just on Facebook, everything else. Look who sets the standards. Who decides what goes into the artificial intelligence? Because again,
well,
I used to say it when I was doing all the remote weapons in the United States. They were talking about jet fighters that could fly remotely, or they could do it autonomously.
Yeah.
Like, okay, does that jet fighter understand the first 10 amendments, and will they ever turn it against our citizens? No, I don't want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not one that wants to give my future, my soul, and my independence over to artificial intelligence. I just don't.
No. Maybe AI will finish book 13. Fornicate yourself, koala. It's coming. Now, I'll tell you what I am using AI for. I'm using an AI video generator for something. I'm slowly, and this is going to take me quite a bit of time to do this, because as I'm learning, using AI video generators, to get the picture you want takes a lot of fucking work, even for like one little scene. But I'm actually using the AI video generator to make a pilot of the series.
Nice.
And it's pretty freaking cool, the shit you can do with it.
So basically gave up on the Hollywood thing and just do it yourself then.
Yep, that's where I'm at, because I can bring people back to life. People actors that I would like to use that aren't around no more. I can bring them back to life. I can't use their exact likeness, because they're still owned by somebody. We're gonna do an over/under on book 13 and Russ's book 2. I don't know who said that, but fornicate yourself too. But yeah, so I'm working on that, and whenever I get it done, it'll take. Huh? Oh, okay.
That's Mike. That's Mike from FI.
Well,
prepared.
if I ever become a character in book 13 or any of the other future books, I give you permission right now, in front of God and everybody here. I give you permission to use AI to recreate me, because I don't know who's going to play my character, but I'm not going through that shit again. I'm not doing it.
I'm not going through that shit again.
And if you steal my identity, you got to keep it.
Sue does show up in book 13. In what I consider a hilarious way.
Is he in the loincloth? That's all I need to know. Is it one of those loincloth scenes?
I ain't gonna say shit about it.
Maybe. Ain't gonna say.
It's I think the way it's been done is fucking hilarious, because it's pretty good. In just a Satchel Richards. That's right.
Just as long as I'm cutting down Emery, because like I said on our little mass text today, Emery's not here tonight to defend himself, but I've already told him this. I said, Emery, your butthole must be jealous of all the crap that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Sue's Dalton's dad. Oh, goddamn. Oh, that's hilarious. Sue is Dalton's dad. No, but that's hilarious. But
yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Dalton's got some memorable moments in this one too. So it's I think you guys will like it. If I can just finish it.
Yeah, your voice is like Liam Neeson. I guess that was for you, Sue.
Yeah, it must be. It wasn't for us.
Like Liam Neeson. Yeah, I don't sound like Liam Neeson. Go ahead and do that. You know who Liam Neeson is, right?
Oh yeah.
My voice?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I have some certain skills.
I will find you. I will kill you.
Well, look, if you guys will start taking wagers on when book 13 is going to be published, I'm going to bet too, and I'll win. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
That's
how
I'm guaranteed to win.
Surefire way.
All it was.
Go ahead, Russ. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris.
No,
the bet was whether or not. Yeah.
One of us has a delay. You go.
Your book would come.
Yeah. But that one is still in formative stages. I'm doing a lot of research on that one, and I got to ride up to North Carolina and sit down and have a talk with somebody with no cell phones around for some of the information, and then leave there and go to South Carolina and get the rest of the info I need on this one, because that project, like I said, when it gets done, I'm a little nervous to publish it because the feds are not gonna fucking like it. Like not at all are they gonna like that one.
I think we talked about this book. We were over at Matt's. You were telling me about that. Yeah. That you think YouTube hates you now.
That one's I like to say I write fact-based fiction. That book is, if read correctly, is an instruction manual. And if you've ever read any of David Kilcullen, like Out of the Mountains, that kind of thing, about how you create an insurgency fighter, this is the manual for those that decide that the time has come to, read a book. The reluctant partisan kind of guy. This is This is your instruction manual, and you'll never even pick up a rifle. You don't even need to. It's got nothing about that. Technology is an amazing thing, and Ukraine has taught us a lot. And if you're creative, you can extrapolate on a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of really interesting devices that you can buy right online that do all kinds of crazy shit. And that's that book is very tech heavy, but done in a way that everybody can understand it and replicate it. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm having fun just with the kind of the outline I'm doing on it, putting in some of the tech that'll be used and how it'll be used, and so yeah, that one's gonna be fun, and it's gonna scare the shit out of the feds. So it'll have everything in there from how to avoid facial recognition to a number of other things. So how to obscure license plates so LPRs can't read it. But to the normal person looking at it, it looks like a regular license plate, but an LPR takes a picture of it and it'll just be a white rectangle. And it's a real thing you can do. So that's what I mean by it's an instruction manual.
I'm going to need that for the toll roads here in Charlotte.
I'll tell you what I just discovered. I bought a dually flatbed F350 and for work for the company. The tail lights are mounted about a foot under the bed, from the edge of the bed back, and the license plate's mounted there too.
Yeah.
And the cameras cannot see it.
No,
because I didn't add it to my toll thing, and I've yet to get a letter from the state saying I owe them $1.75 for a toll. So I know they can't see that. So that gave me an idea of if you just push them back a little bit, they can't get the picture of them. So.
Always wanted one of them little. Yeah, in theory, I always wanted one of those Knight Rider license.
Fold it down.
Yeah,
fold it down.
Multiple ones pop up, back and forth.
Oh, that was James Bond back in the day. He had that 3-way one that he could change.
Yeah, the revolving one.
Yeah,
Kit, the Kit car did as well. He had multiple plates flipping back and forth. Yeah, that would be
good. That's what you need is a license plate that kind of acts like a Rolodex. It just goes through. You just pull up a local license plate. Yeah.
Have like all your friends' license plate numbers in there. As you cruise, flips to Emery's license, flips to that'd be great.
All your buddies' license plates on it. That would be awesome. What would be funnier would be to go get, like here in Florida, we have the what do they call it? The Expressway Authority, and go find the person that heads the Expressway Authority and replicate their plate to put it on your car. Just run the shit out of tolls.
Exactly.
I'm saying in theory, in a fictional book, guys. YouTube, go kiss my ass. Now you'll get a letter. I don't give a shit. Send me a letter. We will write you a strongly worded letter. Ooh. I throw those in the trash all the time.
Yeah. Stop.
Stop or I'll yell stop again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the running joke. Sue probably remembers it back when Europe, they took all the guns away from the cops in London, and that was the running joke back then. Stop.
Well, that was Robin Williams did that in a bit in a stand-up.
Yeah, Robin Williams did it in a bit, but it was based off of that.
I was up in a National Guard base up there in Indiana, and it's the same place where the Navy SEALs had their sniper school. And I was running the range up there when we were doing the long distance rifles, and I was running late, and going past, I guess, the National Guard on a weekend. They were running slow, and I was going past them too fast, and this little PFC pulled me over, and she gave me a ticket. And I was like, well, I'm only going to be here for 4 or 5 more days. Is there a magistrate or something I take this ticket to and pay? She goes, oh, no, this base doesn't have a magistrate. So I was like, really? So I just took off again, and she pulled me over again. I said, lady, we can do this all day.
Holy crap. So this one here, did you guys see that? So down here in Florida, we've got a sheriff. His name's Mike Chitwood. He's the sheriff of Volusia County. I'm not a fan of his. He is very anti-gun, but he is a good sheriff other than that. But there was some 4chan trolls started talking about killing Mike Chitwood. And one of them, in one of their threats, said, in Minecraft, I'm going to kill Mike Chitwood in Minecraft. Well, Chitwood found him and arrested him, had him extradited. And he did it to like 3 of them. And these guys looked like exactly what you would expect 4chan trolls to look like. There was video of them going to one of the houses to do the raid. And his mother's like calling his name. You need to come down here. They're here. I don't know who they are. And this dude comes downstairs from his mom's house with long hair, kind of a beard. And they hook him up and bring him back to Florida. And Chitwood is standing at the bottom of the escalator in the airport as they come down. And he's like, I'm Sheriff Chitwood. I'm the guy you wanted to kill. He's like, welcome to Florida.
I saw that video. That was pretty epic. That was pretty epic.
They tricked one with a luxurious trip, said, we're coming to Florida, you won this trip, and they rolled him up. They were just stacking him. It was the funniest thing in the world. They think that they can talk shit on the internet and they won't be found. Oh, you can be found. You can definitely be found.
Definitely.
And old Grady Judd, I love Grady Judd. He does a video every day. If you guys don't follow Grady Judd on YouTube, you need to, because his videos are just epic. Like, he came out the other day on one where they arrested. He did a drug busted up a little drug ring, and he had all what they call their drip, all their jewelry, all these big chains and medallions and shit. He was praising. He was wearing it all. He come out in their shit,
Nice.
He does great videos.
So what you're saying is, if I threaten somebody on the internet, that I might have somebody come here and arrest me and take them back to face that somebody.
Only if you're doing it probably to a public official, and you got to use the words, terminate in some variety or another.
The wheels are turning.
I would like to beat the shit out of Chuck Schumer until his eyes pop out. So please come get me and give me a free bus ride so I can get in the same sidewalk square as Chuck Schumer.
Well, he won't meet you at the airport. He won't meet you at the airport. You can guarantee he ain't gonna meet you at the airport.
That guy is a traitor to the United States, to New York, and to the Jewish religion.
Yes, very much so. To all of them.
All
Grady
the
needs
above.
to fix his audio. Yeah. His coffee morning has become a daily watch. Yeah. He comes out every morning and does a little like YouTube video announcing whatever kind of arrest they've made, who they've rolled up, what idiots they've gotten. And
we've got a couple of sheriffs here that do the same. And then I think it's Raleigh. It's either Greensboro or Raleigh Police Department on Facebook. You can follow them. Man, they put all kinds of funny stuff. I don't know who from the police department is writing their Facebook posts, but these things are like that too. Epic. Like, really? They talk about whoever they've rolled up and what they've confiscated. They make all kinds of jokes. Like, they put a post on there here the other week. It was like, what, if you could, hypothetically or imaginary crime, what would the crime be? And people are commenting on here on this, this police department post. It is it's funny. Yeah,
that's stupid to answer that one.
And they had like 1,000 comments on there. It was insane. Or like, what illegal things have you? I think it was like, what illegal things have you gotten away with? Go, and
people shit.
Like, it's just insane, dude. It's insane. People are commenting on these things left and right. I'm going to pull it up. Let me see if I can find Facebook here and see. I think it's Greensboro. PD.
That is
hilarious. Like,
it's hilarious. Bad, dude. It's bad.
Funny you bring that up, T, because I was just over there, at our mountain readiness, and I was telling your wife to please arrest me because I want her to frisk me right in front of you, and she wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, but you got smart.
I was like, please bring me to your court, so I you can do whatever. You can torture me in court, and we'll put it on film.
Yeah. Well, but then you got smart and you brought donuts that one morning, and that almost did it right there when you brought the donuts out.
Cop food.
That is police officer kryptonite. That is cop kryptonite.
Yep.
You'll shut them down with that.
Oh, not for Amber. That pissed her off. She was not happy.
No, she actually.
I remember back when
that.
I was stationed in New Mexico.
Here, yeah, it's Greensboro.
Albuquerque got their first Krispy Kreme.
Your internet's slower as shit, Russ.
Yeah,
Yep.
You're cutting out, Russ.
Yeah,
I know.
Something about
Well,
Albuquerque.
I saw talking.
yeah.
No,
Look
Albuquerque
here's,
Krispy Kreme, and then the cops laid their helicopter nearby it.
Here's the Greensboro police chief. They stuck his picture up there using the Cracker Barrel.
Greensboro police. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
They did the Cracker Barrel post with the police chief there.
That's a hilarious story by itself. What's happened to Cracker Barrel? Like,
Yep,
that is. You heard they're bringing the logo back. I hope those woke CEOs got fired, but not only are they bringing back the barrel, but they're bringing back the cracker. So
Herschel, they're putting Herschel back on the damn thing. So you know what they spent to do that bullshit? $700 million for that makeover to woke it up. $700 million, and their stock price tanked. So I hope that chick with them big ugly ass glasses finds herself unemployed pretty quick, because I mean, there's videos on like TikTok or whatever. I don't have TikTok, but I catch them through Twitter and stuff, of servers at Cracker Barrel. Like, they're like, I've been here since 11. It's 4 o'clock. I've had 3 tables today.
Yeah,
like that's it. You know,
only took them 2 days to reverse that whole thing.
Yeah, just destroyed that company.
There it is. Tell us about your coolest crime you committed and were never caught. That was
my God.
At 2.1 thousand comments.
Oh my God.
And they are some good ones, man. There were some good
insane.
ones. They just yeah. If y'all want to get some laughs, Greensboro Police Department, they got some pretty good stuff on there that they post on Facebook.
So you guys probably heard about that Sikh truck driver that did the U-turn on the turnpike down here and killed 3 people.
Yeah,
I heard something of it.
Yeah. So he ran after that. They didn't arrest him at the scene or nothing. He ran to California. They went and got him and brought him back. He's been extradited. But there's a change.org petition circulating for this guy that the last time I checked had 2.6 million signatures to it, asking for clemency or leniency for the guy. He just made a mistake. He was just trying to feed his family. Well, 3 people are dead because of that. And he fucked around and did it in Florida. The feds raided California DOT today. They discovered that guy did not even have a completed exam for a CDL license on file. Did not even have, the test wasn't there. Kentucky just got caught in a migrant ID selling scheme through DOT, where a whistleblower came out and said, this is what's going on. And they're just selling licenses. No one's taking a driving test. They're not doing shit. They're just selling them to them. She was immediately fired by the state of Kentucky, of course. But now the feds are looking into them too. So
they need to.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys have noticed when someone like an 18-wheeler's in the left lane and won't let somebody pass for a long time. I have an F-250, so when I finally do get past them, I look up into who's driving that truck.
Yep.
And you can, in my estimation, 8 out of 10 of those people that I see up there breaking the laws and causing mayhem on the highway and just being rude, they don't have a CDL. I almost guarantee you they don't have a CDL.
Yep. This has been going on for years, though. Working in the transportation industry, we used to have all kinds of issues with my customers who, these places are hiring these illegals. They're driving the trucks. They'll get into an accident because they can't read the signs, the signage on the highways, and then they'll just walk off and leave the truck and everything, disappear.
There was just a foreign, I don't know where the hell he's from, but some guy tried to take an 18-wheeler down the Dragon's tail or Dragon's back or whatever the hell that twisty, windy motorcycle thing is.
The tail of the Dragon.
Tail of the Dragon. It's about 30 miles from me. Yeah.
Well, there's a truck stuck out there yesterday because some jackass tried to drive a tractor trailer down it.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's got
few times a year.
213 curves in 11 miles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, it's 318. Yeah, 318 curves and switchbacks.
Really?
It's exciting. It's not even. It's like 12 miles. Man, that was an exhausting trip.
I wouldn't want to drive down that for no.
Matt King, he knows. We've seen a bunch of that working together.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and where I live here in the Appalachians,
there's a couple
places. I-40 there, where they're still repairing it from Hurricane Helene, but you just get 20 miles on the eastern side of that, and it goes to 3 lanes, and in the far left lane, it says no trucks in this lane. And invariably, every time I'm there, there's a big 18-wheeler in that lane. These people are not reading English,
Nope.
Yeah.
It's a big on the road.
All I'm going to say is caltrops are a thing. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Caltrops are a thing.
They are.
So
they are.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys. T, Sue, Russ, all everybody hanging out. T, what do you want to leave them with? We got mountain readiness coming up. It's going to be a shit show. Not your fault. Not your fault, but
it's going to be entertaining though either way, because for all y'all that don't know, the venue got double booked. There is a Renaissance festival going on at the campground the exact same time as ours are. We're going to be up front. They're going to be in the back. But at the same time, I was talking to Alan Kay. He's going to be there. And I'm like, there ain't nothing like drinking a gallon of mead and getting in a sword fight for an evening festivity. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Let's just do it. So
maybe we'll descend upon the Renaissance Fair. We'll show them what real barbarians are like.
That's it. So, yeah, man, it was a good time. It was a good time hanging out, and go aliens from outer space. Let's go. That's what I got.
All right. So, T's team alien. What about you? So, you team alien or you team big space rock?
No, I'm team Renaissance at I'm gonna.
He's like Renaissance fairs.
And I don't know. My wife probably won't do it, so I'll have to man up and buy a box of tampons and show those Renaissance guys what flaming arrows do with tampons on the tip.
Hell yeah.
Man, this is gonna be a good event.
Sue's like, I'm going to the Renaissance Fair because I can walk through there and use the word wench freely. And liberally.
And I have combat experience doing the same thing.
Yeah, combat experience. Loose. All right, Russ, what do you got for everybody tonight, man?
Hey, good. It was good being on. Good seeing everybody, man. I'm looking forward to Fallout as well. We've enjoyed the cooler weather up here, and y'all are getting ready to get a little bit of cooler weather up there. But you talked earlier about AI and how to tweak the stuff for like that promo thing for yours. That's what I used on my promo reel, and it was hilarious trying to pick.
Oh yeah, well, I'm using I forget which generator, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of all right. Change this, change that, add this. I stuck this up here for Blue and the Bear. I saw a video out of Ukraine the other day of an Azov company conducting an assault on a Russian trench line, and one of the guys was wearing a kilt going in, which I thought was hilarious. Raid Russian trenches in a kilt. So
throw a kilt on.
But guys, thanks for being here. If you haven't got your tickets for Fallout yet, chop chop, Ricky Tick. Don't forget also in November. What is it? 6th, 7th, 8th? Is that it?
6th, 7th, 8th. Well, it'll be 7th and 8th for the general public.
7th and 8th, yeah.
Yep.
It's for CanCon up at the Clinton House near Spartanburg, South Carolina. So that's put on by Recoil Magazine. We're all going to be there, most of us anyway. So you guys are going to want to come. Full auto suppressor shoot, and they supply the ammo. $50 a day to get in. I mean, you can't beat it. You just can't beat it. So, and with that, I would say thanks for hanging out. You guys know the drill. Be good at it. We will be back next week. We'll have a live Patreon with Mel, and then we will have the podcast next week. And I'm working on guests. I'm trying to get somebody to agree to come on, and it'll be an interesting talk. So, you guys stay safe. Be good at it. You know, if you can't be good at it, at least be deadly. And we will catch you next time.